Morning. It's March 15th, 2020. It just stopped raining here at Robbers Cave State Park, so we decided, well, it's time to have some breakfast about 9 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, so I was going to go over our water techniques, kind of how we do water and get it. We just happened to, at this particular location, be sitting next to a dam. I'll show you here. So it's a little tiny pond, but
it's called Lost Lake.
Lost Lake is what they call it out here. But anyway, so we're just going to go ahead and grab some of this nasty, delicious water and head back over here to our camp. So we decided to hammock camp because the area is kind of mountainous and I really like hammocks. So coming up on our spot here. One of the things that I've tried to do over the years, we've had this Sawyer water filter for probably 10 years now, but it's rated at 1,000,000 gallons, and I thought, well, why not extend that a little bit? So I went ahead and bought this oil filter. Obviously I've never used oil in it, but it's a 1 micron filter. It's not a guaranteed 1 micron, but it's close. And you know, pour that slowly.
Yep.
So the benefit of the oil filter is that it filters out things like sticks and leaves, sand, and other large things. I figure, why put it into my Sawyer filter if I don't have to? And it was only a couple of bucks on Amazon. That's good right there.
Okay.
So the 1 micron filter then gets pulled down through gravity. These Sawyer filters, actually, kind of a side point, they had 2 different varieties at the time that I bought them. One was a gray tank only, and one had a gray and a blue tank, where the blue tank was connected to the gray through this hose. At the time I was poor and cheap, so I didn't get the blue tank. So this is my solution, to come down here through the 0.1 micron Sawyer filter and then go over here into one of these Walmart bags. This is just a dry sack from the sporting goods section. They're a couple of bucks, and yeah, they do leak a little bit. I've heard a lot of negative reviews on them, but for what I'm doing, it's really, really good. So the 1 micron filter rolls down to the 0.1 micron filter, and this thing goes so fast. I mean, this will do this whole 2 liters in about a half an hour or so, and it's a half an hour that I don't have to be sitting here. And then after I'm done with that, I've got water in my little Walmart sack that's at 0.1 microns of contaminants in it, which, if you think about it, most of the water straws and things that are out there advertise 0.2 microns. I think just a couple days ago I saw one that said 0.17, but this system right here is 0.1, so it's twice as good as your normal water straw. And people feel just fine about drinking out of that, out of rivers and streams, and for emergency situations it's more than enough.
Sewer water, they kind of, I saw one guy on a video, he had his water straw and he drank out of what I think must have been like a sewer system or something like that.
Okay, well, don't do that. That guy was an idiot. Anyway, so there's always fresher sources of water. Here, would you hold this real quick? Actually, hold this. So then lastly, I've got my Moco water filter here. And what I do is, instead of going directly to the source, which you can do this directly in that little pond over there, or whatever. I just go ahead and open up my Walmart sack that I keep closed so keep it clean. Put this down here real quick. And I just drop the dirty line into here. It's not actually dirty. I've actually only used it inside of here, so it's it's going to have only the contaminants that come through the Sawyer filter, which are very, very few. In any case, so I drop it down in there. And what I do this for, I use the Sawyer filter, even though it's plenty good to drink out of. I use that one primarily for camp stoves or anything that I need camp water for, washing hands, just because I like to be clean. But then this is 0.01 microns. And so this gets, it's one of the most sophisticated ones on the market right now. And we drained the filter last night, so it might take a couple of pumps to get some water out of it. But it doesn't move very fast. But when you're filling up a water bottle, it's more than enough. So here we are taking that nasty water that was over there, and of course my hands are dirty, but and turning it into good, clean drinking water. And I'm used to drinking out of reverse osmosis at my house. And so last night we went ahead and we did this system just like what I'm showing you here. And I was drinking out of my water bottle after I had filtered it this way, and I couldn't taste any difference from my reverse osmosis. So it wasn't some kind of weird flavor to it. I have no idea how the pond tastes by itself, but I don't intend to find out.